Uh, I thought it was a tremendous defensive game by both teams. Both teams run motion offense. Both teams spread the floor. Everybody knew what you wanted to do, where you were going to cut, and I thought that became a big part of the game. We had to make a change of how we were going to play because it really creates some issues for our fives to be out defending on the perimeter. So what we did is we went with Marta and Nat as our post players, and then we used Marlia Campbell tonight that I thought gave us a big lift, who's used to being out on the perimeter. But that was a change and adjustment we had to make, and then they ended up having to get their big out as well because pretty good chess match going on out there today.
Feels like probably one of the best wins you guys had maybe in the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's a quality win. Quality opponent that plays very well, competes, and it's a good win for us and in the fashion that we did it. We had to come back up in the last couple minutes. We left some points on the board, and Clara makes 2 big free throws to send it into overtime. I think even bigger with that was you knew she was going to get them because she'd missed the lay-in 15 seconds earlier that would have tied it. And so she is mentally tough, competitor, wants to win. And then you just look across the board. Liv Roberts again, an outstanding game. Plays 44 of the 45 minutes out there. Double-double with 19 points, 12 rebounds. Hailey Ligocki hits a big 3 as the shot clock's winding down in overtime. Challenge defensively to get to her, and Hailey makes the shot. Now you're up 6, and it feels like you got a little breathing room of how you want to play as it winds down. And we had to run a couple different things offensively just to be able to try to find a way to score.
Mm-hmm. You're down 5 with about 2:45 to go. I know Friday you said the team showed a little toughness. I think they showed a lot of toughness in that last game.
They really did. And one of the things we keep talking about is mentally and about everyone stepping up. This is the only way we're going to be able to get things done. And I thought that we pulled some big defensive rebounds. People stepped to the free throw line and made shots, but there never seemed to be any panic in the team. And that's a good sign to be able to see. Now, as to who's going to step up, that we never know. But I think that's going to be the biggest plus for this team going forward is everyone gains a little confidence from tonight, from Clara making plays, Liv making plays, Hailey making plays, and then just the way Marta came in, made some big threes for us tonight early, which was important. So this is really a good team effort.
I was going to say, is it good to see her get off the schneid a little bit from behind the arc?
Yeah, it really was. And, and she'll think about the one she missed and stuff, but when you go 4 of 7 from 3, that's a big night. And there's a lot of pressure there because, as I said, they're out guarding. They're toes to 3, as we call it. We're toes to 3, getting a hand up on everybody. We broke down a couple times, and they made you pay for it. They don't miss a lot of open shots.
I guess you mentioned Liv. You were kind of maybe hoping. You said you were going to play some players some more minutes, but boy, to have her play 44 after 40 Friday, what does that say about her?
Well, what we really knew is Duffy's a tremendous player, and Liv's the only one for us that could match her defensively. And so we took a look at when she was going to the bench, and then we tried to think about maybe resting Liv. And as you see, both minutes for both players are very high. And so that was one of the reasons why Liv just had to keep hanging in there, and I thought she did that.
What can this maybe do for this team now in the future to win a game like this?
Well, I think it just gives confidence that, South Dakota made a run. We were down. We fought back to be able to tie it, send it into overtime, and made plays in overtime, and the confidence from that really goes up. It'll be great learning for it all, and that's going to be the plus from this. But I always say you like to be able to learn lessons with a victory, and there were some lessons today, but it's nice to get this win.
It's nice to have a couple days off now to kind of just relax.
Yeah, it's been probably about a month here, I think, for just everybody always thinking about basketball. We've had a lot of Sunday games, a lot of back-to-back games, so we're going to take a day off tomorrow, which is our one day we have to take off, we will do that. We'll have a light practice on Tuesday, and then we'll get ready for a difficult Idaho team on Friday.
I'm thinking this is the biggest one you guys have had in a couple of years now.
Yeah.
Do you feel that way?
Oh, yeah. I feel great. I could still scream right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, super exciting. A great team. They won the WNIT last year, so we knew they were going to be pretty good coming in. And yeah, it's awesome to play against a good team like that and have a close game the whole time and then come out with a win.
It felt like such a grinder. Was it like that as a player? Was it just a grinding?
Yeah, it was. Really no chance for you to let up or let down your focus just because they were always right on our heels or ahead of us. And so it was a good game. You just have to focus the whole time. It's fun.
Liv, for you played almost 40 minutes Friday. Joe said you were probably going to get a little break. You didn't get a break. 45 minutes. I guess, how did you feel as this game was going on?
I was exhausted, to be honest. There was a few times where we were shooting free throws and Coach Joe was like, all I need you to do is just get a rebound. And I was like, okay, that makes me feel better because this was very, very physical. This was probably one of the most physical games we've had this year and probably one that I've played in since I've been in college. And, you know, I think you could see that there was a lot of free throws. We ended up shooting 32. And so it was a great game for us, though. Great experience, you know, what to do in those tight situations, and, you know, I'm glad we came out on top.
Clara, take me through the two free throws. You know you got to make them at the end.
I know.
Just what were you thinking? What was the process you were?
Well, I was shaking. And then I was thinking, okay, you just need to make these free throws, you know. All the other doesn't matter, just these free throws. And I don't know if I was lucky or what, but I made it and I was so, so, so happy.
Do you remember, have you ever been in a position like that before where you needed to make either to win or to tie a game really late like that?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I remember one time that I had to make those free throws also. Yeah.
Did you make it?
And I made it.
Yeah. Hey, take me through your corner. I mean,
Yeah.
Take me through your process of what you were seeing as that play was developing.
I really don't think I was thinking. Yeah. I think that's why I made it, because I knew that the shot clock was down. And right when I caught it, I didn't feel comfortable with it. There was kind of a girl there, and I wouldn't have made it. So I just took a dribble down into the corner and let it go, and it went in. It felt great. But yeah, those kind of shots, I think it's better if you're focused on the game and you're not really thinking about, oh my gosh, I'm going to shoot this. You just shoot it. Yeah.
You know, you guys were down 5 with about 2.5 minutes to go. What does this say about your team to be able to? You know, Joe mentioned you guys played with a little fight Friday, but to do that, to come back, what does that say about you?
You know, I think that says a ton about us. We were like that last year with Jordan Kelly, and then after that, you know, our fight, we kind of lost it. And I think we're back at that. I think our leadership is great. You know, Bailey and Hailey out there, like, you can just tell we want to win. The looks on our faces, and once again, at home, it's just playing in front of our crowd, and you just want to get that W. And I'm just so proud of Hailey and Clara and everyone else. And
proud of you guys.
We just, this was a really good game for us, and I think this shows a lot about what we've been working on through the season.
And you finally got your double-double.
I know, I was so excited. Coach told me to go get a rebound, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to go get that 10th rebound.
All right, I think that's all I got.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.